Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about different types of acids, bases and salts. So among the acids, first type is what? Arrhenius acids. So arrhenius acids produce they produce H plus ions, H plus ions in water. In water, H plus ions will be produced by what? Arrhenius acids. First type, remember. So example we can take HCl, HCl, H2SO4, etc. So these are arrhenius acids. They produce H plus ion in water, otherwise aqueous solutions we say. So it is about arrhenius acids. And second type of acids are Bronsted, Lowry acids. So Bronsted acids we say simply. Bronsted acids, otherwise Bronsted Lowry acids. So these donate proton here. Donors of proton. Proton means H plus ion. The hydrogen nucleus is called proton. Hydrogen nucleus is called proton, or H plus ion is called proton. So the donors of proton, the donors of H plus ion are called what? Bronsted-Lowry acids. And third type is Lewis acids. So Lewis acids are electron pair acceptors. Electron pair acceptors. So electron pair acceptors are called what? Lewis acids. Lewis acids for electron pair acceptors. So here example what we can take for Bronsted. Again HCl we can take. No? HCl can produce what? H plus. HCl can produce H plus. So proton donor. That's why Bronsted acid you can say. Which one? HCl, H2SO4. All these are Bronsted acids. Next, Lewis acids if you take. So electron pair acceptors are called Lewis acids. But proton donors, remember, donors of proton, otherwise acceptors of electron pairs, both will be acids, but different types of acids, Lewis acids and Bronsted-Lowry acids. So three types of acids we can take. What are they? Arrhenius acids produce H plus ions in water, otherwise aqueous solutions. And Bronsted-Lowry acids are what? The acids which will donate protons to others. Donate protons to others, or proton donors. They are called Bronsted-Lowry acids. And Lewis acids what? Electron pair acceptors. Those who are ready to accept electron pair. So example what we can take is, example, H plus ion. The H plus ion has how many electrons in it? 0 electrons. There are no electrons in H plus ion. Only one proton is there. No electrons. Now to get nearest inert gas configuration, that is helium configuration, the H plus ion needs how many electrons still? 2 electrons are needed. 2 electrons indicates how many pairs? 1 pair. So the H plus ion is ready to accept 1 electron pair. Now H plus ion has what? Configuration 1s0. 1s0 means how many orbitals? S orbitals, how many? 1. In 1s orbital, how many electrons? 0 electrons. There are no electrons. Now is it empty orbital or not? It is empty orbital. So empty orbital it is. So this empty orbital should be present. Empty orbital should be present in the Lewis acids. To act as Lewis acid, the electron deficient species must contain what? Empty orbital in it. If the species with electron deficiency has empty orbital, that species can act as what? Lewis acid. So the H plus ion is electron deficient or electron rich? It is electron deficient. Electron deficient species. The electron deficient species act as what? No? Lewis acids. When they have empty orbital only, they can behave like what? Lewis acids. So this point remember about this. So what here? Arrhenius acids are producers of H plus ion in water. Bronsted-Lowry acids are donors of proton, that is H plus ion. And Lewis acids are acceptors of electron pairs. and the Lewis acids must contain at least one empty orbital in the outermost orbit to gain what? One electron pair. So it is about different types of acids, remember, and different types of bases. First type of base, Arrhenius base. Again, the Arrhenius acid, na? The Arrhenius base. Arrhenius base is what? Okay, they are producers of OH minus ion. They produce what? Arrhenius bases produce OH minus in water. OH minus in water. Otherwise, OH minus ions in aqueous solutions. So the producers of OH minus in water, otherwise aqueous solutions, are called what? Bases, Arrhenius bases. Okay, man? So this OH minus is called hydroxyl. Hydroxyl, otherwise hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion we can say, otherwise hydroxyl ion we can say. Hydroxyl, otherwise hydroxide, OH minus. So example what here? Example for this type of species Na, OH and KOH, etc. So these will produce what? OH minus in water, na? When you dissolve NaOH in water, it produces OH minus. So OH minus producers are what? Arrhenius bases. So Arrhenius bases produce OH minus in water. So the OH minus ion is called hydroxyl ion or hydroxide ion. So it's about what? Arrhenius base. And second type of base is what? Bronsted. Bronsted base. Bronsted base. Or Bronsted-Lowry bases. Bronsted-Lowry bases we can say, simply Bronsted bases we can say. So according to this Bronsted-Lowry theory, which will be acting as Bronsted bases, proton acceptors or proton donors? Proton acceptors. So acceptors of proton. Acceptors of proton called what? Bronsted bases. So acceptors or receivers we can say. Receivers or acceptors of proton. So acceptors or receivers of proton are called Bronsted bases, H plus. Bronsted bases we have to keep in mind. So next, here Bronsted bases, what? Acceptors of proton. Example what? Example for this. Suppose you take what here H2SO4, suppose H2SO4. The H2SO4 will accept one proton sometimes. Proton means H plus ion. They will accept proton to form here H3SO4 plus. Okay, H2SO4 will accept what? Proton to form what? H3SO4 plus. That means this will act as what now? Proton acceptor. Proton acceptor. So acceptor of proton are called what? Bronsted bases. So H2SO4 will act as what here? Arrhenius acid, and also will act as what? Bronsted-Lowry acid. Here HCl and H2SO4 both will act as what? Bronsted-Lowry acids. They will donate H plus ion. The H2SO4 is ready to donate H plus, and also it can accept what? Proton. Okay. So if you take any acid more stronger than H2SO4, if any acid which is stronger than H2SO4, if we add here, what happens? From that stronger acid, H2SO4 will gain one proton. So proton donor and proton acceptor both will act as. H2SO4 will act as what? Proton acceptor as well as proton donor. So Bronsted-Lowry acid it is, and also base. So both it will act as. Remember this. So proton acceptors are called what? Bronsted bases. That point keep in mind. And next, if you take what now here, if you take now example before going to that, once again try to understand here why, how H2SO4 will act as Bronsted base. Remember, suppose this H plus is taken from HClO4 minus, HClO4 molecule. HClO4 molecule is what here? Perchloric acid. What is the name of this? Perchloric acid. This perchloric acid is more stronger acid than what? H2SO4. It is stronger acid than H2SO4. When you mix these two acids, now it will produce proton. It will produce H plus. It is proton donor. Now it must act as what? Proton acceptor. Because it is weaker acid relatively. It is relatively stronger acid. So from stronger acid to weaker acid, proton will transfer. H plus will transfer. The proton transfer takes place from stronger acid to weaker acid. That's why what happens, H2SO4 must accept what proton here in the presence of stronger acid than H2SO4. That point keep in mind. It is perchloric acid, strongest acid among all. Among all the mineral acids, which is strongest acid? Perchloric acid. Perchloric acid, HClO4. Now it is about Bronsted bases. Okay. Now next type of bases are what? Lewis bases. Lewis bases. So Lewis bases are what? Electron pair donors. Electron pair donors. So electron pair donors are what? Lewis bases. But electron pair acceptors are what? Lewis acids. Electron pair acceptors are called Lewis acids. Electron pair donors are called Lewis bases. Okay, no? So Lewis acid, Lewis base concept in this way we have to understand. Suppose I am taking here NH3. Okay, NH3 is what? Pyramid shaped. NH3 molecule, pyramid shaped molecule. It has one lone pair on it. One lone pair of electrons there on nitrogen. So it is what now here electron pair, one lone pair on nitrogen atom. Now nitrogen has actually 5 valence electrons. Out of 5 valence electrons, 3 electrons given in the 3 bonds. Still 2 electrons in the form of one lone pair there on nitrogen atom. Now this NH3 molecule is electron rich or electron deficient? Electron rich. 2 electrons means in the form of one lone pair, they are readily available to donate to others. So electron pair can be donated by this ammonia molecule. So it is electron pair donor species, electron rich species. Next, when it combines with H plus means what now here? Hydrogen ion. This H plus has what? One empty orbital. 1s0 is there, na? 1s0 means what? Empty orbital is there here. No electron in H plus. Electron deficient species. It needs 2 electrons to gain, to get helium configuration. Now here what happens between these two is that electron pair will be donated by nitrogen. Now electron pair will be donated by what? Nitrogen. Now one electron pair is donated by nitrogen atom and H plus accepts that electron pair. Okay. Now this electron pair will be shared by both the atoms, both the species. These both species will share this electron pair after donating. So it is electron pair donor, it is electron pair acceptor. This electron pair acceptor is called what? Lewis acid. Electron pair donor is called Lewis base. So Lewis acid and Lewis base we have to understand like this. So it is what now here? What is this H plus here? Lewis acid. Lewis acid. And ammonia is what? Lewis base. Lewis base and Lewis acid. So Lewis acid means electron pair acceptor. Lewis base is what? Electron pair donor. So in this way, between NH3 and H plus, one bond is formed. That is called here dative bond. What is it? NH3 dative bond H plus. This is nothing but NH4 plus. What is this species here? NH4 plus. Ammonium ion is formed here. Ammonium ion is produced by the combination of NH3 molecule with H plus ion. Here it is acting as Lewis base, it is acting as Lewis acid. Between Lewis base and Lewis acid, which type of bond is formed? Dative bond is formed. Dative bond is also called what? Coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond is formed. So in this way, we have to understand what? Lewis acids. Lewis acids are electron pair acceptors. Lewis bases are electron pair donors. Okay, man? Between Lewis base and Lewis acid, which type of chemical bond is formed? Dative bond is formed. So these are different types of bases now. Arrhenius bases, Bronsted bases, Lewis bases. Here, different types of acids what? Arrhenius acids, Bronsted acids, Lewis acids. So how many theories of acids and bases now? There are 3 theories of acids and bases. Arrhenius theory of acids and bases, Bronsted-Lowry theory of acids and bases, Lewis theory of acids and bases. So how many theories of acids and bases? There are 3 theories. Okay. So this way we can classify acids and bases. That point keep in mind. Now next one is what? Different types of salts. Different types of salts. The types of salts, we have different types of salts again. Different types of salts will be present here. Okay. Suppose if you take acid and base when they combine with each other, what will be forming? Salt and water will form. That salt, if it is formed, if it is formed by complete neutralization, by the complete neutralization of acid with base, the salt formed is called normal salt. Normal salt. So normal salt will have what? Will be formed by the complete neutralization of acid and base. That point we have to keep. That is what a normal salt. And acidic salt will be there. Acidic salt means what? The salt which is formed by incomplete neutralization of acid and base. And basic salt also is formed by incomplete neutralization of acid and base. Okay, so acidic salt and basic salt, these two are formed by incomplete neutralization of acid and base. But normal salt is formed by the complete neutralization of acid and base reaction. That point keep in mind. So we'll discuss about the types of reactions later, but try to remember that here. Suppose we take acidic salt. So this acidic salt, how it is formed? By complete neutralization or incomplete neutralization? By incomplete neutralization it is formed here. Acidic salt means they produce H plus in water. They produce what? H plus in water. In water, if H plus is produced, that is what? What here? Acidic salt. Example what here? Acidic salt. Suppose take what here? The salt which contains still one more hydrogen to be donated here. NaHCO3. A H can be produced here. NaHCO3 can still produce what? H plus ion. Sodium hydrogen carbonate can be producing what? H plus in water still. One more H plus can be produced by it. So it is what? Acidic salt. As it is producing H plus, it is acidic salt. Generally, acids produce H plus ions. Bases produce OH minus ions. If the salt is ready to produce H plus, that is acidic salt. If the salt is ready to produce OH minus, basic salt, we say. So here, acidic salt produces what? H plus ions in water. So NaHCO3 take. And second type is basic salt. Basic salt. Tell me, basic salt will produce what? Produces OH minus in water. In water, OH minus is produced. That is what now basic salt. Example, MgOHCl. MgOHCl. Here OH is there na? So this MgOHCl name is what? Magnesium hydroxychloride. Magnesium hydroxychloride. And here it is what? Sodium hydrogen carbonate can produce H plus. So it is acidic salt. And MgOHCl, that is magnesium hydroxychloride, is ready to produce OH minus. So if the salt is ready to produce OH minus in water, that is called basic salt. Keep in mind. Next, normal salt. Normal salt. Now, normal salt, example, you take NaCl. NaCl cannot produce H plus or OH minus. It cannot produce what? H plus or OH minus. So cannot produce H plus or OH minus. It cannot produce OH or H plus. That means the salts which cannot produce OH minus and H plus in water are called normal salts. So normal salts will be generally formed by the complete neutralization of acids and bases. And the basic salts and acidic salts will be formed by the incomplete neutralization of what here? Acid and base. So in this case now here, when this type of salt, acidic salt will be formed, if you take more number of moles of acid, less number of moles of base. Here NaOH, imagine, suppose NaOH base is taken here. And HCO3 means carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is what? H2CO3. H2CO3 acid is taken, NaOH base is taken. Then we got this one after mixing. So in this case, what we have taken excess, acid is taken excess, base is taken excess, acid is taken excess. When you take more acid and less base, we get acidic salt. And here, which acid and which base we mixed to get this salt? We mixed magnesium hydroxide base, hydrogen chloride acid. Hydrogen chloride acid, hydrochloric acid, and magnesium hydroxide base we mix it here. If you take antacid tablet into stomach, okay, suppose your base we have taken more antacid we have taken. In that magnesium hydroxide is present. In the Digin syrup, antacid syrup, what will be there? Magnesium hydroxide is there. The magnesium hydroxide we consumed into stomach, suppose. Now in stomach already excess HCl is there. Now than HCl we have taken more Digin, more MgOH taken place we have taken, less acid is there, suppose. In that case, what happens now? Excess base, less acid is there. Then we get basic salt. When more base is taken, basic salt is formed. When more acid is taken, acidic salt is formed. Now here, how normal salt is formed? When you take exactly required quantities of acid and base. 1 mole base required exactly, 1 mole acid required exactly. When we mix, we get complete salt. That is what neutralization, normal salt. And the type of neutralization reaction is called complete neutralization between 1 mole acid and 1 mole base. Nothing is taken excess here. Exactly required amount of acid and base we have mixed. That is complete neutralization. There we got normal salt. Normal salt can neither produce H plus nor OH minus in water. Okay, so it cannot produce what? H plus or OH minus in what? Water. In H2. Is that clear, ma? So it's about what now here? Normal salt. 3 types of salts we understood. Normal acidic salts, basic salts, normal salts. Mainly these types you remember. Okay. So these all were different types of what? Salts. Important types of salts. After this, what we have to understand is that, and some more salts, what we have to understand, CaOCl2. CaOCl2. It is bleaching powder. Bleaching powder. So this bleaching powder has one cation. It has what? One cation, that is Ca plus 2. Ca plus 2 is there, one cation. And one anion is OCl minus. And another one is Cl minus. Here OCl minus and Cl minus. So how many types of anions there here? 2 anions there here. Cl minus is one anion, OCl minus is one anion, and one cation. If the salt is having one cation and 2 anions, suppose, that is called mixed salt. Mixed salt. When we say mixed salt, if the salt contains one type of cation and 2 types of anions, otherwise one anion, 2 cations, one anion and 2 cations. So 2 types of cations and 1 type of anion, suppose, that is also called mixed salt. So here bleaching powder has what? 1 calcium plus 2 cation and OCl minus anion, 1 more Cl minus anion. So the Cl minus ion we know name, chloride ion it is. And OCl minus is called hypochlorite. Hypo, Hypo, chlorite, Rate, right, chlorite, hypochlorite ion. So hypochlorite and chloride, Cl minus. 2 types of anions will be there. And 1 type of cation is there. So this type of salt is called mixed salt. What is this called, ma? Bleaching powder is an example of mixed salt. So mixed salt is what now here? Mixed salt is what? The salt which has 1 type of cation and 2 types of anions, or 1 type of anion and 2 types of cations. Anyone is called what here? Mixed salt. It is 1 type of salt. And lastly, 1 more type of salt we have that. Also imagine K4, FeCN6. K4, FeCN6. We have taken 1 salt. K4, okay, FeCN6 taken, say FeCN6 within square bracket we have kept. Within the square bracket, what is there here? FeCN taken 6 is there. So this potassium ferrocyanide. What is the name of this? Potassium ferrocyanide. Here the iron Latin name is what? Ferrum. So here CN group is what? Cyanide. So in this way, this potassium ferrocyanide is an example of what? Complex salt. What is this called? Which type of salt it is? Complex salt. So how many types of salts we have totally? Different types of salts. Complex salt, mixed salt, normal salt, basic salt, acidic salt. Okay, man. So here in complex, in case of complex salt, what we have to remember is that within the square bracket, if any ion is there, that compound is called complex compound. Coordinate compound we say. Coordinate complex. Because coordinate covalent bond will be there inside. Inside the square bracket, what will be there? Coordinate covalent bond. That is called dative bond will be present. The dative bond will be present between the Cn minus ions and Fe plus 2 ion. Between Fe plus 2 ion and Cn minus ions, what will be there? There will be dative bonds. Dative bonds means what here? Dative bonds are nothing but coordinate covalent bonds. That's why this type of complex within square bracket, the complex is called coordination complex because coordinate covalent bond is there. And this type of salt is called complex salt. And now listen carefully. Here, each potassium will be having +1. Each potassium has what? +1 oxidation state. So K plus 1. How many K plus 1 ions? 4. 4 number of K plus ions are there here. Now when you dissolve this potassium ferrocyanide, this total molecule, if you dissolve in water, how many ions must be produced? How many ions are produced? That point we have to keep in mind. Here, outside the square bracket, how many potassium ions are there? 4. 4 K plus ions are there. These 4 K plus ions will be produced. 4 particles will be in the form of 4 K plus. Now this total square bracket will be 1 particle only. The total square bracket will be equal to 1 single particle. So here, this total square bracket has the charge of -4. The charge of this total square bracket is how much? -4. Why? Outside the square bracket, how many +1 charges there? 4. +1 into 4 +4. To balance +4 charge, there should be -4 for the total square bracket. So it is what now complex salt produced here. So this complex salt has what? Complex anion, complex cation within the square bracket. The anion is there, the cation is there. It is anion. Complex anion is there here. The anion is complex here. And the simple cations will be outside. Outside the square bracket, how many simple cations there? 4 K plus there. These 4 K plus ions are called counter ions. Counter, C-O-U-N-T-E-R, counter ions. How many counter ions here? 4 K plus ions act as what? Counter ions. And the total square bracket, FeCN6 taken 4. FeCN6, 4 minus 4 is what? Complex anion. So in this way, we have to understand when you dissolve 1 mole K4 FeCN6 in water, we get totally 5 moles of particles. 4 moles of particles will be K plus ions. 1 mole particles will be the total square bracket ion. So in this way, we have complex salts, mixed salts, normal salts, basic salts, and acidic salts. So different types of salts we have. So totally how many types of salts and how many types of acids and how many types of bases we have to understand. Okay. So these are different types of what? Acids, bases, and salts. Is the concept clear now? So how many types of acids totally we have? 3 types of acids. Arrhenius acids, Bronsted acids, Lewis acids. Arrhenius acids produce H plus ion in water. Bronsted acids donate protons. Lewis acids accept electron pairs. Next, Arrhenius bases produce OH minus ions in water, and Bronsted bases accept protons, and Lewis bases donate electron pairs. Okay, about these acids and bases in detail we will study in chemical ionic equilibrium. In ionic equilibrium lesson, we discuss about these types of theories. Means Arrhenius acid-base theory, Bronsted-Lowry acid-base theory, Lewis acid-base theory. These three we will discuss in detail in ionic equilibrium lesson. Okay, that is different thing. Now these points we have to understand differences here. Next, different types of salts also we'll discuss in detail in ionic equilibrium. Well, for time being, remember that 5 types of salts here: acidic salts, basic salts. Acidic salts can produce, are able to produce H plus ions in water. Basic salts are ready to produce OH minus in water. Normal salts can neither produce OH minus nor H plus in water. And mixed salt has one cation, two anions, otherwise one anion, two cations. Next, complex salt has sometimes complex anion within square bracket, sometimes complex cation within square bracket. Outside the square bracket, all the ions are called counter ions. So this is what the classification of acids, bases, and salts. Okay, bye. Good day. I'll send you the screenshot later.